Welcome back to our Shiva Nayanar series. Today, we delve into a story of absolute, unwavering devotion, the story of Mei-P-Porul Nayanar, the king who valued a sacred symbol above his very life. This is Tirukavalar, a magnificent fortified kingdom ruled by the just and pious Mei-Porul Nayanar. His entire life was a testament to his belief in the one true substance, the ultimate reality, the holy ash Thiruniru. To him, anyone adorned with this sacred ash was a living embodiment of Lord Shiva himself. But where there is light, a shadow often lurks. His rival, the envious chieftain, Matonathan, tried time and again to conquer Tirukavalar. In every battle, he was defeated by the Nayanar's righteous might and strategic brilliance. Consumed by jealousy and frustration, Matonathan realized that he could never win on the battlefield. So he devised a sinister, cowardly plot. He knew the king's single, unshakable vow, his absolute surrender and reverence for anyone wearing the sacred symbols of Shiva. Matonathan decided to exploit this profound devotion. He would disguise himself as a holy man, a Shivanatier, and gain entry into the palace not by force but by deceit. He carefully smeared the holy ash all over his body, covering his warrior's skin with a mask of piety. He traded his armor for simple saffron robes and concealed a sharp dagger within the folds of a palm leaf manuscript. Carrying the scripture and cloaked in his false holiness, Matonathan arrived at the palace gates. He whispered to the guards that he sought the king for a secret teaching. Instantly, upon seeing the sacred ash on his body, the guards, who were trained to defend the king with their lives, dropped their weapons. They bowed low in reverence and granted him immediate, unquestioned entry. The palace halls, usually bustling, fell silent as the supposed holy man walked through, with every soldier and servant bowing before him. The king's attendants announced the arrival of the holy man. Without a moment's hesitation, Mei-P-Porul Nayanar welcomed the disguised enemy with the highest honor. He prostrated himself fully on the ground, a king bowing before what he believed to be a vessel of the divine. He then led the impostor to his private chamber, a place of quiet contemplation. Humbly, the Nayanar said, "Holy sir, you have graced my humble abode. Please, I beg you, impart upon me the true meaning of the holy ash, the path of the true being, the Mei-P-Porul." He sat at the feet of his own assassin, his head bowed, ready to receive wisdom. Matonathan held the manuscript above the king's head, pretending to begin the sacred lesson. The king leaned in closer, his heart open and his mind ready for spiritual instruction. In that moment of complete vulnerability and trust, the traitor acted. With a swift, cruel motion, he pulled the hidden dagger and plunged it deep into the king's body. A quiet gasp, a single word, "I," escaped the Nayanar's lips as he clutched the grievous wound. For a fleeting second, a flash of triumphant hatred crossed Matonathan's face. The king's loyal commander-in-chief, Thathai, heard the faint cry and rushed into the chamber. The sight that met his eyes filled him with rage. He saw his beloved king bleeding, and the treacherous holy man standing over him with a bloody dagger. "Traitor!" Thathai roared, his voice echoing with fury. "You dishonor the sacred cloth?" He drew his sword, its polished steel gleaming, ready to cut the assassin down where he stood. He lunged forward, his entire being focused on avenging his king. But just as his sword was about to find its mark, a weak voice stopped him. Bleeding profusely, the Nayanar raised a trembling hand. "Thathai, stop," he commanded. "He is one of us. He wears the holy ash. Do not harm him." Thathai froze mid-strike, his face a mask of disbelief and agony. The king's next words were even more shocking. "Your duty now is to protect him. Escort him safely out of the city, ensure no one lays a hand on him." Torn between his loyalty and his rage, Thathai dropped his sword. "My lord, ... I obey," he choked out, bowing to his king's final incredible command. With a heavy heart, Thathai escorted the murderer, Matonathan, out of the palace. He shielded the assassin from the furious guards and the grieving citizens, fulfilling his king's vow to protect the sacred ash at all costs. Once Metanathon was far from the city and safe from harm, Thathi raced back to the palace. He knelt beside his dying king. "My king," he reported, his voice thick with sorrow, "your command is fulfilled. The Savanadar is safe." A serene smile graced the pale lips of Mei-P-Porul Nayanar. "I am now truly content," he whispered. "Is he truly safe?" Thathi confirmed, "Yes, my lord. He is safe." Having protected the sanctity of the holy ash even over his own life, the king had fulfilled his purpose. He had truly understood the Mei-P-Porul, the true substance. As he closed his eyes in peace, a brilliant, divine light filled the chamber. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati appeared on their celestial bull, Rishabha. In that divine light, Mei-P-Porul Nayanar, the Nayanar of true being, shed his mortal form and ascended to Kailash, attaining eternal bliss. Thank you for joining us for this powerful story of faith and sacrifice. If these stories of divine devotion inspire you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode in our Shiva Nayanar series. See you next time.